I released Songbook IQ and I made a big mistake. I don't want you to make the same mistake. So I'm going to share what happened and the stupid, simple fix that can prevent you from making the same mistake I did. But essentially, here's what happened. I launched Songbook IQ and there's three different user states in this application. One is what the user sees if they are not logged into the application. So if you just go to Songbook IQ, I don't have a landing page. I bring you right into the app. The second is what a free user sees if they are logged into the app. And the third state is what a pro user sees when they are logged into the app. A free user, this is where the problem happened. When a free user comes in, they don't have any songs loaded into their library. Okay, so I have to seed some example songs on there so they can see how the app works. They can build a set list. They can see all their songs in the library. They can do some filtering and basic stuff like that. But if they want to actually use the app, they just need to sign up for a free account. Then they get all these free features and they can actually start using the app. The point there is to show them value and not tell them about it with a landing page, which I might do a segment on later. But the issue is when I was setting up the app initially, for some reason I set up a database that was pointing to some server in Canada and not in the United States. And before I went live with it, I knew I needed to switch over to the US database. I did that. And while I was doing that, it was about 3 or 4 days ago, I think, I remembered saying to myself, oh, I need to repopulate the seed data so the logged out users have something to view. But I didn't write that down. I didn't remember it. I just switched over the database. It wiped all that data and it was gone. Now, when it came to my releasing, I didn't have this top of mind because I was so focused on the free user logged in experience and the pro user logged in experience that when I went back and did some of my testing with one of the people that are using the app, you would go to Songbook IQ and you would see nothing. It was just a blank page that said no demo data. And this was not like a small mistake. This was a catastrophic mistake. Like you can't use the app. You couldn't even get to a login button because I had screwed that up. I had wiped the database and I'd forgotten to populate the seed data. And the way to fix this is stupid simple. Carry around a notebook system in your phone. Carry around a physical notebook. Or what I like to do is put a scratchpad.md file in my development environment, which I have in here. I just forgot to populate it. And you want to just add things to that scratch pad about things you don't want to forget. Okay. Just like here's something I need to do later, because when you are building software, there's a million different things that you need to remember to do. And these only grow as the complexity and size of your app grows. And if I would have done that one thing when I switched the database to the US database, if I would have just said, oh, remember to populate the seed data, I could have just had my LLM scan that whole list for me and tell me to do it. So I'm adding that to my pre-release checklist, is to check my scratch pad to see if there's any dumb things that I'm missing. And that's all. It's a super simple fix, but sometimes those have the best bang for your buck. Carry around a notebook, write these things down, store them in your phone, or go ahead and put them in your file system like I do in a scratch pad. But that is it, and I will talk to you tomorrow.